Now for our feature story of the day. Cantor plans $3 billion crypto venture with SoftBank, Bitfinex, and Tether. This is the latest report, but $3 billion MicroStrategy competitor will be named 21 and launch with 42,000 Bitcoin. And the kicker, Jack Mallers will join as the CEO. Max Keiser's calling for 2.2 million in play as the game theory continues. So let's break this down. This is our feature story of the day. Here we have it. Massive news, by the way. So Brandon Lutnick, chair of investment banking firm Cantor Fitzgerald, multi-billion-dollar firm, is reportedly partnering with SoftBank, Tether, and Bitfinex to create $3 billion crypto acquisition company. Lutnick and the consortium hope to create a publicly listed crypto acquisition company to capitalize on the market under crypto-friendly President Trumpster, President T, and replicate Saylor's company strategy. The Financial Times reported April 23rd, citing 3 people who have been briefed on the plan. Cantor Equity Partners raised $200 million in January for the new firm called 21 Capital. And we all know that's because in Bitcoin, there can only ever be 21 million coins. Now, at the same time, stablecoin issuer Tether will fork out $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and Japanese investment holding firm SoftBank Group will contribute $900 million, and the crypto exchange Bitfinex will add $600 million. Lutnick's new venture hopes to raise another $350 million in convertible bonds and a separate $200 million private equity placement to buy additional Bitcoin. Eventually, Tether, Bitfinex, and SoftBank's Bitcoin investments will be converted into 21 Capital shares, with the value of the Bitcoin locked in at $85,000 per coin, and shares costing $10 a pop. However, the deal hasn't been finalized yet, and some details could change before the official announcement. Brandon Lutnick was named chair of Cantor Fitzgerald when his father, Howard Lutnick, stepped down to become the U.S. Secretary of Commerce. And there you're looking at Howard Lutnick right here. And when interviewed by Pompliano recently, Pomp straight up asked former Cantor Fitzgerald CEO Howard Lutnick, who is now the Treasury Secretary working with Trump, how much Bitcoin do you hold? And he said hundreds of millions of dollars worth, and it'll soon be billions of dollars of Bitcoin. So it couldn't be more bullish for Bitcoin. Cantor Fitzgerald, SoftBank, Tether, and Bitfinex didn't immediately respond. However, Cantor's managed Tether Treasury portfolio has 134 billion of reserves. So this is no joke, fam. Mainly in U.S. Treasury bills since 2021. The firm also owns a 5% stake in stablecoin issuer, Tether USDT. Cantor acted as in an advisory role of Tether's $775 million investment in YouTube alternative Rumble. Got their hands at everything. Shout out Rumble and to the Rumble fam. Meanwhile, on March 11th, Cantor Fitzgerald said it was rolling out a Bitcoin financing business with $2 billion in initial capital to help institutional investors borrow against their crypto holdings. Anchorage Digital and Copper were selected as Bitcoin custodians and collateral managers. Cantor Fitzgerald currently holds over $5 billion worth of assets across 275 total holdings, according to Fintel data. And now here were some of the headlines on, crypto X today. Cantor Fitzgerald-Backed $3 billion MicroStrategy competitor will be named 21 and launch with 42,000 of the biddy. Jack Mallers will join as CEO. I love Jack Mallers personally. I mean, what a great team. I'm excited for this. Also, Jack Mallers 21 is building a Bitcoin bank targeting $500 trillion market. Jack Mallers was just recently interviewed on TV. It is a great clip I reposted. You guys will find on my X account. This is extremely bullish. I love when Jack speaks, gets me super lit each and every time. Max Keiser responded to the big news, Capital 21 versus MicroStrategy. Jack and company are throwing the US dollar under the bus. Saylor, not so much. Net 2.2 million biddy in play. Shout out to Max Keiser. He also tweeted here, game theory in action, 2.2 million in play. And another tweet here, huge validates strategy and confirms they're building an unsaleable moat. And this was off the back of this news here. Turning point in institutional investor sentiment around MicroStrategy shares, the most meaningful validation to date of MicroStrategy's Bitcoin treasury operation, leaves us incrementally more bullish. That's right. Strategy responded to the big news, and they're just that much more bullish off the fact 21 is going to be a competitor to MicroStrategy. This is the game theory Max Keiser has been prophesizing about for years. Another term is the global hash war, and we're witnessing it in real time, which is a true blessing. And let's actually go to Max Keiser's wall here on X and make sure you guys are following him. In fact, he has many accounts on X. I encourage you to follow them all, from BitChrist, Toxic, Max Keiser, Max and Stacy, Golf. And of course, you got to attend the Max and Stacy Invitational. I attended it in January, or actually, was it February or January? I forget. I think it was February. Whatever. But anyways, it was my favorite and best Bitcoin event, and I will be attending next year as well. So hope to see you there. Make sure you're following Stacy Herbert, Huddle House Studio, of course, and Coco Max Country. Great accounts to be following, and again, shout out to Max. So Tor Demeester put speculative attack intensifies. Jack Mallers' new 21 is pitching itself as a better bet than MicroStrategy. Game on. And apparently there's a new Saylor mix. We're going to have to definitely sample that. Shout out Little Bubble. And so, yeah, this is the big news. TD Cohen calls the 21 launch the most meaningful validation to date of MicroStrategy's Bitcoin strategy. Corey Clipston wrote, exciting to bring the best strategies from the world of leveraged Bitcoin equities to Swan's business and family office clients. So Swan's embracing it as well. Max also, put there huge, big. Obviously, this is big news. So 2.2 million in play. And quoting Max one last time, bankers are just clowns in suits juggling your money until it disappears. And shout out Brandon Martin. Make sure you're following my Biddy Broski here. A great account to be following. And with that being shared, yes, I still have the hiccups, but I got the news done. So game on. Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. Let me know your thoughts with the big news, as well as Max's 2.2 million target. Do you think Jack Mallers' new company 21, backed by Howard Lutnick's, do you think that will overtake strategy? Holla, and I'll read your comments.